Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Okami HD. In the previous episode, we climbed to the peak of the castle on Oni Island and challenged Ninetails to a fight for the ages. And before we get into this episode, I'd like to ask you guys to please hit the straw poll link in the description below to vote for our next Let's Play. And if you like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell so you can get notifications on when I upload. And please, leave a comment down below this video. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Bonjour, Amaterasu. Been on a little fox hunt over on Oni Island, have you? By the looks of it, I'd say you had a rather rough time. Was that wily fox really so formidable? I'd like to have seen you try and take her down. Why, you? How can you say that? Himiko's dead, you heartless swine. Oh, I see. Well, I never expected you to see you acting like such a little whelp. After all, Queen Himiko was resigned to her fate. Even you knew that, did you not, Amaterasu? What are you talking about? Anyway, you're the last one on Earth we want to see right now. Now get out of my face, you two-bit prophet. My, what a fabulous mood you're in today. Your anger is enough to cloud the sky. See? I told you. That thunder is coming from north of Shinshu Field. It no doubt heralds the coming storm. Well, ma chérie, I must bid you adieu. But first, let me leave you with this. A shocking zap, and it opens. Phew, feels good to get that one off my chest. And while I'm at it, I'll just make a little mark on your map. Hey, who said you could do that? Did you not plan on going there anyway, ma chérie? You know, in the direction of the evil that sprung from the wily fox's body? Okay, what are you up to this time, pretty boy? Oh, it felt so good to prophesize after such a long break. Now you see me, now you don't. Au revoir. Right, well, we could warp over to Shinshu Field and go right away, but I don't see that happening. First, let me equip Blade of Kusanagi. Do we have any? Yes, we do. Anyways, like I was saying, we could warp over there right away, but now that we've defeated Ninetails, a bunch of stuff has opened up to us, including several stray beads, which I intend to collect. As a matter of fact, chances are we're not going to be getting any story progress this episode, though it depends on how quickly I can get through all of this. But anyways, our first stop is the Dragon Palace, and may as well make it quick, because there is one last bead that we need to collect there. Specifically one from Otohime. But don't worry, we aren't going into the Dragon Garden to see her. No, I think you'll be quite surprised by where she is. Yep, she's back in her Dragonian form. Somehow. Why, Amaterasu, it's so good to see you. What tidings do you bring? You okay, babe? I mean, that was one heck of a feat you pulled off. You had me worried. I had no choice but to perform the rite of transformation. Such traditions are normally reserved for kings, but the people of our realm have accepted me as their ruler. Henceforth, I devote my life to protecting our people and the sea. All hail Queen Oto. We shall follow wherever Her Majesty leads. Glory to the Dragonians. Amaterasu, there is something more I wish to tell you. I carry the child of my dearly departed husband, King Wada. I have every hope our child shall grow up to be a fine leader. And maybe someday, even king or queen of the Dragonians. We Dragonians shall protect the sea for all eternity. All hail Queen Oto, we shall follow wherever Her Majesty leads. Glory to the Dragonians. I know not how I shall ever thank you for what you have done. This could never begin to repay my debt to you, but please, accept it as a token of my eternal gratitude. Oh, believe me, we will, because that is stray bead number 73. One step closer to the ultimate artifact. And with that, our next stop will be Ryoshima house. I'll see you guys there. Alright, here we are at Ryoshima house, right on the cape, next to where we meet, what's his name? Orca. Now, do you guys remember that treasure box we acquired way back in the Dragonian Palace after killing the water dragon? Well, we need to give it to him. There you are, Pooch. Looking pleased with yourself, huh? But never mind that. You know that demon island out in the sea? It disappeared in a cloud of petals before my very eyes. And the water dragons calmed down too. Something good's about to happen, I'm sure of it. Howdy there, Pooch. Y'all make it to the Dragon Palace? I reckon you're pleased as a tick in a dog's pound now that awful demon island done gone away, huh? Here you go, kid. Well, I'll be. If it ain't that treasure box I've been looking for. Y'all went to the Dragon Palace to get this from me? Thank you. Thank you kindly. That time I drowned, they revived me at the Dragon Palace, see? That's why I'm stuck in a body that just won't get any older. I'll always look like a youngin' forever and ever. Meanwhile, everyone around me's getting older and older. But with this treasure box, I reckon I can return to normal. Ew. Well, how do I look? Honey, is that really you? It sure is. Your husband's back. Aww. You're back. You finally come back to me. And I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. I'll never leave you again, dear. Aww. I don't know how I can ever thank you enough, but I want y'all to have this. It ain't much, just a token. Found this pretty stone on the seabed. It brought me luck, see? Yes, with that, we have acquired stray bead number 66. Now, you guys remember that devil trial gate that I brought up, but somehow wasn't there? Yeah, that's because it doesn't show up until you defeat Ninetails. Now, we are definitely not taking that on this episode. As a matter of fact, all the devil trial gates are going to be getting their own videos towards the end of the series. Now, technically our next stop is the aristocratic quarter, but before we go there, we need to briefly return to Shinshu Field. That is not what I wanted. Anyways, like I said, we need to briefly return to Shinshu Field one time in order to acquire a special item from a certain mailman we've been racing against. We could not do this before defeating Ninetails, so yeah. But yeah, Waka wasn't kidding about the storm in Shinshu Field. But that's not what we're here for. Instead, what we're here for is one last race. Aha! There you are. Listen, Pooch, I need to talk to you. I, Lightning Ida, want to challenge you. I want to take back the title of Shinshu's #1 once and for all. You've totally outclassed me up to now, but I'm not going to run staring at your tail wagging anymore, pal. And just to show you how serious I am this time, I'm putting up my family treasure, the gimmick gear, as my stake. Ooh. I still remember it, that night of 1,000 shooting stars. One of them just fell right out of the sky into my lap. Pretty sure that would have killed you, if you're speaking in literals. That was the gimmick gear. That steel cogwheel just dropped down right in front of me. It couldn't be just an accident. The gods must have planned it. They were telling me to keep running for the rest of my life. To keep delivering my mail as fast as I possibly could. I live for my job, and that gear's my good luck charm. And I'm putting my faith in it now. I know it'll help me win. So this time, we got this show on the road, right? Come on, then. Ready? Go! Ah, these dang... I'm not entirely sure what they are. But they keep tripping me up. Oh! Really? He just happened to drop one as I ran into him. Ah, boy. Yeesh, can't even tell it's daytime with the storm clouds out. Alright, let's try this again. I swear, if I hadn't had to have avoided those scrolls, I probably could have gotten them easily. Oh, what's this? The pooch who sneaked away with its tail between its legs is back? Hey, 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 you cheated. You want to take me on again? Haha, sure. I don't run from a challenge, any challenge. I've got faith in my gimmick gear charm. I know it'll help me win. So, time we got this show on the road again, right? Come on, then. You're not getting away this time. Ha! What? No way! Leighton and Ida of the Dangan Express. Beaten in the greatest and most important match of my life? You haven't just scored a point off me this time. That's gotta be worth 1,000,000 points. Well, a promise is a promise, Pooch. My lucky charm's yours. It should always belong to the #1 sprinter in Shinshu. You obtained the gimmick gear. My little brother from Ryoshima said he'd seen an amazing wolf. Guess you must have made a name for yourself over there too, huh? Even though we actually haven't interacted with his brother. Well, you're the fastest creature I've ever met, that's for sure. I guess the gods won't mind if I'm relinquishing the title of Shinshu's #1 to you. But it's an important title, so make sure you honor it, okay? I'm gonna keep on running and running and running. And one day, I'll take the title back from you. You'll see. I'll be sure of that. Now then, where was I? Ah, yes. I'll see you guys at our next stop, the Emperor of Ryoshima. Or Shinshu. They're Scion City. Get my things mixed up. Anyway, see you there. Here in the Imperial Palace, we visit the Emperor once more. Hello, Wolf. I got hold of a very interesting treasure just recently. It's a valuable item that enables you to walk on water. If you had enough demon fangs, I might consider giving it to you. Yep, this is what we needed the extra 100 for, a water tablet. And we actually need this to get at least one of our stray beads. But yes, with that we can now walk on water. No more getting wet for this pooch. But we won't be equipping it just yet. Now, there are still 2 more things we need to do in the aristocratic quarter. One is to acquire 2 upgrades and 1 last stray bead. First of the upgrades is going to be found in Himiko's palace. And while we're traveling there, I've got this thought that keeps running through my mind. So, we know that normal humans who don't have faith in the gods, or enough faith in the gods, can't actually see Ami's true form, nor her divine instrument. as we saw in the scene way early on in the game with Mr. Orange, she just appeared as a normal Snow White wolf. No instrument or anything. No red markings. So, how is it that these merchants keep acquiring these divine instruments? Because to them, it should just be completely invisible. Or, if they do have faith enough in the gods to see both the divine instrument and Ami's true form, why the heck are they trying to charge so much money for them? I mean, are they just trying to rip off a god or something? It's just something that's really stuck in my mind. I just don't get it. Anyways, talk to this lady. Ah, it's you, Amaterasu. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. That's the grave of our ruler, Queen Himiko. I'm sure your blessing would expedite her journey to heaven. Perhaps you could sprinkle some divine water on her grave. Please, help her spirit to be released. Sure, why not? All we gotta do is spread some water all over these graves, which causes a rainstorm. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Being so removed from you had weakened me. In fact, I was very near death until your pure heart awakened me. I, Nuragami, have harnessed the power of her tears. Drenched the land with benevolence. I grant you the power of deluge. Yeah, this is the specific power we needed in order to floral finish the blue ogres. It was blue ogres or... shoot. No, blue cyclops. Deluge? Hey, I've heard of that one. Isn't that a power derived from water spout? All you gotta do is draw the mark of Nuragami, god of water spout, to make it pour like cats and dogs. Now, what did that mark look like again? Well, anyway, if that power has awoken here, that must mean Himiko is still watching over us. Yeah, the basic thing is this. 2 lines, vertical. The longer you draw the lines, the longer the rainfall lasts, but the more ink it costs. So you can basically summon water on demand. Not all that useful, except for the few enemies that actually require water. What a beautiful shower that was. I'm sure that Queen Himiko's spirit has risen in peace. Amaterasu, Holy Mother of us all, I pray that you will have a safe journey. Yep, that's that upgrade, but there's still one more upgrade and one more stray bead. And we can actually get both at the same time. And let's just... well, actually, let's see. Can we just walk past them? Huh. Queen Himiko, we knew this would happen, but we carried out our duty as ordered. Whatever your orders were, we would follow them gladly. Had faith in us, that's why she chose us to stand up to the evil beings. So we don't have time for tears much as we miss her. We may be without a leader now, but the palace must be protected. We'll continue to stand guard as a testament to our respect for her. But they'll let us in. Well, anyways, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was this tower that I blatantly ignored for a lot. That's because we couldn't actually climb it, because, well, one, we needed the catwalk ability. And 2, well, we needed the gimmick gear. Because even if we could get up here, it wouldn't do us any good. Nah, I figured I could get up there in one brush stroke, but no, not the case. Huh. Looks like this could be a clock tower or something. Hello, old man. Again. My masterpiece is but one step away from completion. All I need is the final part. My invention would dramatically improve people's lives. It is the greatest test of my talents thus far. Contraption maker Gen, however you want to call it. I know not how you made it all the way up here, Snowflake. It is unusual for me to have visitors. But your timing could not be better. I needed a break. Would you like to hear the new scientific theory I'm advocating? Oh, no thanks. We're not really into that kind of stuff. I am. No, wait! We could talk about something else. I am quite the traveler, and have seen much of Nippon, you know. And I have collected many strange odds and ends during my travels. Sculptures never seen before, strange stones unlike any other. Such things have led me to believe that many ages ago, Nippon was home to a completely different civilization from ours. Different civilization? Of course, no one would ever believe me. But still, I gather these odds and ends from my contraptions. I have a wide range of them in the works. The odds and ends I find are of no use in and of themselves, but with some ingenuity, together they become living contraptions. My odds and ends are like a dear old friend to me. Well, isn't that special? Can we go now? No, please wait, this is where it gets interesting. As you doubtlessly noticed, I am nearly done with my masterpiece. However, I am missing the very last piece. I have come so far only to be thwarted at the very last step. My masterpiece cannot come to life without one final piece. Many a contraption have I built. City Checkpoint's Big Drawbridge, which we destroyed, and Gojo Bridge here in Cyan City, which was easily manipulated by a fat monk just jumping onto his butt. And now my masterpiece is but one tiny step away from completion. All I need is a single gimmick gear. Without that single gear, my contraption will not move an inch. How convenient for you. Must I once again roam these lands in search of the final part? Snowflake, that gear of yours. Could that be a gimmick gear, the very last part I require? It appears to be the perfect size and shape. Indeed, that is the very gear that I am missing. Give it here, please. I must have that gear. Sure, why not? Oh, thank you, my fine furry friend. When my masterpiece is complete, I shall write your name in small letters near the end of my encyclopedia of contraptions. Gee, thanks. Now to complete my masterpiece. Are you ready, Snowflake? You are about to witness history in the making. My contraption is about to come to life. This shall herald a monumental advance in people's lives. Now for the moment of truth. I, Gen the Contraption Maker, give you my masterpiece. Lightning Bringer. And we just need to draw this dotted line outline. Now, I actually had a lot of trouble with this the time I did it on the Wii, because much like Power Slash, this requires you to be quick. Thankfully not on the PC, though. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. My power had diminished while you were away, but that man's zeal and your own pure heart have restored my power. I have harnessed his fervent energy to bestow upon you a new power, light up the sky with a thunderbolt. Well then, look! My design was not flawed after all. It may be a bit overpowered, but at least my masterpiece is complete at last. It would appear that you do not quite understand. Such a grand invention as this may well be beyond your comprehension. You should go and look up at my house from outside. Then perhaps you shall see the true grandeur of my masterpiece. Right, but wow, that's really something getting this huge thing to move. But enough about that. Remember that shape you drew, Ami? You know, the shape to fill in the missing part of the wire? Well, that's the mark of Gekigami, the god of lightning. Just by drawing that mark, you can summon lightning anytime, anywhere you want. Yep, pretty much. And we obtained a stray bead. Specifically, stray bead number 56. Yeah, I probably didn't see this because I rushed over it again, but yeah. We can now summon lightning whenever we want. Well, so long as I draw it properly. You obtained Thunderstorm Tech. Yep. Basically just going to tell you how to do that. Guess it's on the other side, which would make sense. Yep, it's a giant clock. Not bad. And I believe it actually does keep track of the time as it is in-game. Now, let's see. Next stop would be the commoner's quarters, because there's technically 2 more stray beads we could get from there, but one of them is going to be much easier with certain items acquired later on. So, I'm actually only going to get 1 of those stray beads. Because specifically, if you recall, Camilla and Camella, she mentioned something about seeing rain immediately after a tree sprouting in order to form some sort of belief in miracles. Well, we just happen to get the power that allows us to summon rain at an instant. So why don't we go talk to them? If I recall correctly, they are on the west side of the commoner's quarters. So, you want to see rain after seeing a tree sprout? Fine. Here's your tree. And here's some rain. Come on. It was the gods who made that tree before, sis. There's no such thing as gods. Maybe if there was rain right after the tree appeared. Otherwise, I won't believe in it. There are no gods. I believe in the gods. It was them who made that tree. Sob. I just did that, like, literally just now, but fine. Now do you believe? Oh my goodness. No way. Wahoo! It rained, it rained! The gods made it rain. It's funny because I was just thinking about it raining after that tree appeared, but that means... it means the gods must know what I'm thinking. Can you hear me, gods? Do you really exist? Yeah, and there's one standing right in front of you. Hello, doggy. I found a pretty round stone the other day. I'm sure the gods must have dropped it. Here, it's yours. Yep, that's stray bead number 50. Doggy, can you tell me who does your makeup for you? Oh, this is all natural, sweetie. I can see it now, too. It's very faint, but I can see it. I can see the sign of the gods right there. Ooh, isn't that great, doggy? You managed to make my sister see your true colors. Yep, made a believer out of her. And there's one last thing to do in Ryoshima City. Remember how I kept thinking about how there was a, let's see, Ryoshima used to be a dangerous place, but now we don't hear any stories about monsters at all. It's almost like all of the evil around here has disappeared. That means no one needs to buy things from me anymore. You're my only customer now, mutt. Anyways, remember how I kept bringing up that there was a weapon available in a shop immediately after acquiring one from a boss? Well, I was right, just wrong about the time. Yeah, we can now get the Trinity Mirror, but chances are I'm not going to be using it. I mean, yeah, granted it's been a long time since we've used a reflector, but I like the sword too much. Plus, we don't have any gold dust available to power it up, so yeah. But I will be equipping it in the sub-slot. With that, our next stop is... Actually, we're pretty short on time. Less than a minute left in this video. Don't think I'm going to have enough time to take care of the rest of the stuff, so yeah. Like I said, we're probably not going to be getting any story progress done this week. Maybe if things go quickly next episode, but who knows. Anyways, with that, I'm going to have to end this episode off here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that straw pull link down below. Oh, and hit the little bell icon so you get notifications whenever I upload. and please leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.